Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to BattleTech, where we just, we had an adventure, didn't we? Some people would call that last mission a disaster, a partial disaster. But you know what I would call it is a triumph of the human spirit. Any intelligent person would have pulled out of that mission when the second lance of mechs, each one of which was better than my entire team, pulled up. But you know what? We got through it. We Mario stomped some dudes. There was a lot of general kicking and shoulder checking. And in the end, it's going to take 58 days for my Vindicator to be back in the field. Oh dear. Well, okay. What are we going to do? I certainly can't do the other mission here. I think after the thing that just happened, taking another 2.5 skull is like intentionally throwing my mercenary company away. It's like setting fire to it and then just putting it into a garbage can. So, what we're going to do is leave this planet. We're going to go to a planet that has an average difficulty rating that is lower. The good news is we have plenty of money because we pulled that mission off. So, 549,000 outgoing in 15 days. That leaves us almost 300,000 C-bills to go somewhere else and find some other missions. How long are we talking about until I have a functional team? We only actually have... No, we have no functional mechs right now because the Hatchet Man doesn't have any items on it. Doesn't have any gear. If we wanted to fast track, let's have a functional team. Jesus. We're talking about finishing the Jaeger mech and then rebuilding these 3 mechs. So, 32 days. Well, okay, keep in mind, in 5 days, our number of tech points is going to increase considerably. And honestly, we could probably get another tech point increase before this would be finished, so... Yeah, alright. Let's go sailing. How are we on Mech Warriors? When am I going to have a functional team again? I need 2 people back. Man, Sand Cricket is indomitable. By all accounts, by all rights, she should be dead right now. But somehow, completely unwounded. Okay, we have a functional team in 7 days. That's not the problem. The problem, our bottleneck right here is tech points. Well, like I said, let's go sailing. Let's go find ourselves somewhere else to go. We got about 300,000 C-bills to spend to get ourselves to a place that has a lower number of skulls than that number. And you know what? We could go pretty far away here. Let's look for something with former Star League presence, maybe, and a rich, maybe like a inner sphere type population. Let's see, periphery level civilization. No, that's no good. Three skulls is probably bad too. I want something a little easier, but also where there might be like an interesting... See, this is exactly the kind of place I'm talking about. If it didn't have such a high difficulty rating. Are they just going to get more and more difficult the further we are away from the corner we started in? It looks like... Yeah, it looks like that may be the case. Okay, this isn't so... I mean, we're not going 43 days. That's a little extreme. 32 days. Oh, you know, Portland. The planet of Portland. That is too far in the other direction. Okay, so no, the difficulty levels are still spread out. Just kind of unevenly. Tainted atmosphere. Unbreathable. That sounds like a bad place to go. Let's not do that. What's my reps right now are that the Capellans hate us and everybody else is kind of whatever. We're almost positive with the local pirate organization and the Taurians. And kind of the Lear, actually kind of a bunch of people. So we want to keep messing with the Capellans, ideally. Let's just have a look around Capellan space, I guess. It's a big place, right? 24 days to a 2 skull. A 1.5 or a 2 is probably what we're looking for. We gotta take it a little bit easier. Wow. Look at that. I do wish that there was some kind of sort. You know, you just like give me a list of the names of the places that fit the criteria that I want, because this is not a good way to do this. I think we wanna keep being in Capellan space so that we can keep taking pirate missions against the Capellans. Okay, that's not terrible. 19 days is If we do a 19-day travel, we're probably going to get there and wait a little bit. Ooh, Cavalor. Average difficulty level a little bit high, but you can see missions above and below the difficulty level. Man, it's really tough to find a place that is not 2.5 skulls in here. This whole part of space is 2.5 skulls. Yeah, alright, or much higher. So it seems like the worlds that have the former Star League presence and the Inner Sphere level civilization also tend to have a pretty high difficulty. What about stuff that's just kind of nearby? Lyrton is too easy. Kimi is... okay, this is compelling. Former Star League presence, which increases the chance of finding weird stuff. And then it is both a high-gravity planet, larger than Earth, consequently higher gravity, and also a low-gravity planet, smaller than Earth, so obviously lower gravity. Yeah, I guess let's head out. 17 days, that'll give our, give some of our stuff a little bit of time to recover. The Capellans are active here, it's right outside of their space, as are the pirates, because, you know, everywhere. Alright. It'll only cost us 90,000 to fly out here. I'm a little unhappy about the primitive civilization, like... well, it's a mining world. There'll be missions here. Whatever, let's go find out. We have a travel contract to Clough's Stand. Nah. Actually, hold on. Just real quick, may as well click around here. Okay. I lost it. Here we go. Kimi. This looks good. The presence of 2 habitable worlds in the system, one Arctic and one tropical. Right, these are systems, not planets. There's a high-gravity planet and a low-gravity planet. Okay. Both ruled by the New Salvationist Order. Huh. Okay, well...
by your command.
We need to take it down a notch on the missions, and we need some recovery time. This seems like a fine place for a bit of a working vacation. And actually, this leaves us with some money that we could use to run new repairs on the Argo. We have to be a little careful with that. But if we can find something good that's like under 200,000.
Hey boss, we've just completed those upgrades.
Yeah, 594. So I have like 240 to play with. I assume we can't afford any more tech points. 270, we're close to being able to afford some more. Yeah, can't really do those right now. It might be a good idea to just bank, although 90,000 for the training module that increases our Mech Warrior XP gain, or sorry, just gives us some passive XP gain per day that passes, is not a bad play. We could also go for one of these like basic structural type repairs that don't do anything by themselves, but serve as a prerequisite for other repairs, like if we wanted to increase the speed of the ship's warp engines, or, sorry, normal engines, we don't warp. Improved power conduits and structural repair are necessary. That's a little out of our reach, but you know what, we can make the basic structural repairs. Alright, and so now that we have the increased number of tech points, we're looking at the Jaeger mechs. The Jaeger mech and the Commando are both done by the time we hit Kimi. The Blackjack's done shortly afterward. Yeah, this isn't so bad. Tech points are a valuable resource, rather. I'm excited about getting to use that Jaeger mech. I'd be more excited if we could have put, like, the right kinds of weapons into it. But at the moment, we're kind of scraping. We're going to take what we can get. On the whole, though, I think we've done pretty well. This last little period here, we've had some devastating setbacks, but our company is a lot more powerful than it once was. We have a lot better mechs. Alright, I'm excited about that Jaeger mech. It will be nice to be able to reliably deal out a reasonable amount of stability damage and actually threaten to knock people over. In a way other than just destroying their legs.
Our nest egg is just about gone, Commander.
I hear you, Darius. Don't worry, I too am keeping a very close eye on that. Okay, so we have 57,000 C-bills remaining. At this point, it is probably a good idea to cut back on the extravagant expenses. Morale is important, but also not losing the company is important. 2 points of morale won't even push us to the next level. We're gonna take a month of normals. Doesn't actually solve our problems, but it gets us close to not having problems. Alright, let's have a look at the contracts on this world.
Reached, Commander.
What do we see? Please show me work for pirates. Okay. Pirates against the Capellans. That's beautiful. 1.5 skulls, considerably easier. And actually, pretty good pay on all these as well. A Capellan mission that they won't give us, for obvious reasons. In the last 3 months, the Capellan Confederation has struck our facilities, personnel, and supply convoys over 6 times. My superiors in the gang leadership would like to even the score. We'd like to hire you to find a Capellan lance and destroy it to demonstrate we are not without military resources. Yeah, that sounds like the sort of thing that we get into, and it's a polar map, which I like a lot. So, how many days do we have to wait before we can start that? We are now on 2 functional mechs. The answer to my question is 7. 7 days. Blackjack, Jägermech, Commando, Panther. It's an okay team. The money's good, too. So, I think I do just want to sit here for 7 days. That feels bad. I mean, we're burning time, but we have to recover. We got to stop trying to go out shorthanded, right?
That work order's complete, boss. Top-notch work, if I may say.
We're almost completely out of
We
cash.
definitely can't try to start any new repairs. Oh, what? You and Darius are networking in a planet-side bar. As Darius fetches the first round, you overhear the 2 loud whispers from a nearby table. I'm telling you, those 2 are mech warriors. A hissed response. Yeah, what would you know? It's not like on the holovids. Out of the corner of your eye, you scan the group, and it's like you're gazing into your own past. 3 young nobles casually stare in your direction, pampered and comfortable. Written all over their eager faces is a feeling you remember too well, looking for an escape from their safe, predictable lives. Well, I gotta say, there are elements of fleeing the noble life to become a mech warrior that did not work out so well for Lily Ballard. However, she does enjoy the work. If we invite these guys to a meeting with a client, first of all, I think this is a pretty unprofessional thing to do. But I don't know that we're going to be able to scare them straight. If I tell them that, like, oh yeah, it's terrifying, we saw guys get ripped, you know what, that might work. Actually, let's just scare them straight. I'm certainly not taking them with me to a meeting. Raising your voice, you say, well, that last contract was brutal. I didn't think we'd make it back. Hey, that's just true. Darius stifles his confusion and plays along. Yeah, that was a rough one. We had to hose good mech warriors out of their cockpits. Again, also kinda true. You glance at your captive, silent audience. We'll need fresh meat. Those kids look like they know their way around a battle mech. Hey, you want to join our mercenary company? You go to interesting planets, meet interesting people, and shoot them. The nobles fall all over themselves to pay the tab and flee the bar. Darius finally lets loose laughter he'd been holding in. Lily, not every noble is cut out for a life of excitement. Probably for the best. Alright, we are ready to roll. We have 21 days to fix our financial situation, and I think, here, the tools to get that done. So here's a question. Do we want to go for this pirate thing first? My concern with this being the best paying of these jobs is that it might be the most difficult. What is this? We had a few associates go missing recently. And where should they happen to turn up but a Capellan black site? We have to assume they're being interrogated right now. Normally, we'd be extremely concerned for their welfare and we'd try to rescue them, but in this case, it seems like they're beyond rescue. We need you to level that black site to ensure any secrets they've spilled are erased. Wow. I was drawn to it by the 522 max salvage. This is a tale that they are telling here. Maybe we should, now, let's start with the pirate thing. We'll figure this out. So, 321, 28 salvage. There's still a lot of types of gear that we need. 321 would get us over our pay threshold for next month, and I mean, there's a lot of missions yet to come. I'd love to pull back on some of these bars and just feed reputation for the pirates, especially since we are so close to going positive. But We need parts. We need money. Maybe I need money more than I need the kind of parts we'll get here, and then we can just try to buy the stuff we need later. Yeah, alright, let's go like this. So, we are rolling a Jaeger mech and a commando. Our commando is fine. It's kind of like a really weak version of a PPC bot. So, it probably needs to be piloted by somebody with Bulwark to have a chance of surviving. Fortunately, we have people with Bulwark. Boy, do we ever. Ricochet has sure footing and target splitting. Honestly, he might be a good choice for the Jaeger mech. We can split the weapons off. We don't necessarily need to fire all of this garbage at one person all the time. And then, I don't know, Centurion, maybe? A little bit of extra evasion, help keep this thing alive. Yeah, this seems workable. 1.5 skulls. Really could mean just about anything. No matter where in the galaxy we go, we will find pirates who want us to burn down things that are owned by the Capellan Confederation. So we're just attacking a single Capellan lance, and there's not going to be any weird surprises or any incredibly heavily armed vehicles or anything. It's just blow up some robots and get out of there, right? God, I hope so. I'm going to miss the Jenner. I know that. I really, really love having a heavily armed, very fast flanking mech, but it seems like we might be able to press the Hatchet Man into that role, and if it can get close enough to people, it can just cut their mechs in half. Move forward, acquire the target lance, and light them up. Keep an eye out for reinforcements. Yeah, of course. Of course there are going to be reinforcements.
Stay frosty.
Oh yeah, Ricochet's back. I forgot about Ricochet, and how chatty he always is. Alright, the Jaeger mech does not have jump jets, because it's not supposed to be doing that sort of thing. It's supposed to be hiding in the distance. Which it looks like it's going to be pretty good at. We can afford to just jump in here.
Heading out.
Honestly, in almost any biome, you can afford to jump around a bit at the beginning of the mission, but especially in a polar, it's pretty easy. And be careful not to let the commando get too far ahead. It's not really the mech we want leading the charge. It's no Jenner. Also, just kind of like, our commando is not super well outfitted. Boy, I can just barely not get back onto Flatland. That's a shame. Alright, we got something. Try to get everybody in range to actually be able to fire. So you are large laser, medium laser, and an SRM-2. Ugh. Alright, well, I mean, we gotta get close enough to be able to do stuff. Oh, right, I was gonna fix the Blackjack's ammo problem. Yep, probably should have done that. Okay, we got a fire starter. These are both mechs that move on 4. There's something else around here that moves on 4 as well, because it just took a turn. So, that is certainly suggestive of us actually being up against weaker enemies this time, which is really, really nice. Try to put some damage into this guy now before he has a chance to acquire 7 evasion charges.
On it.
Center torso. Nicely done. Okay, so there are at least 4 mechs running around here that are
Standing by.
that are moving on 4. Part of me wants to just wait, let the commando... You know what? I'm going to do that. I'm going to reserve. I'm going to let them move in while the commando is still this healthy. Because it's going to be... after it moves, it's certainly going to be a lot more vulnerable. So at least 5 mechs moving on 4? Because, boy, that was a lot of time before any of them started moving. Alright, it seems like we're going to get just, like, swarmed by tiny mechs. Alright. Well, let's start hacking through them. I hate all of these evasion charges.
I'm here.
Turian. Man, the Commando is maybe not the right mech to be putting in range of everybody, but
Affirmative.
this is the only way we get both cover and a reasonable number of evasion charges. Let's see, they have a Jenner. That's probably top priority here. Of all these mechs, that's the one I am most concerned will actually do some damage to us.
All right.
Alright. Large laser hit to center torso is a pretty good start. Let's present myself kind of front and center here, but still in cover. I do want to have an unobstructed shot as well, and I want to be between as many of them as possible and the smaller mechs, so I suppose this is the spot. Alright, good damage, good damage.
How's it going?
Alright, now we have the first ride of the Jaeger mech. It is okay to have the Jaeger mech run up on dudes here because it is actually very well armored relative to the rest of our squad. And we are just going to let this thing have it. Yeah, we're not even really generating that much heat. Okay. a little gratuitous, I suppose.
That's a kill.
You know, it's important to let them know. They gotta live in fear here.
Commander. You've got
Yeah.
hostile contacts inbound.
Don't I know it?
Commander?
All right, who's next? I guess right now the fire starter's looking pretty vulnerable. No, wait, sorry, that's this Locust that's looking pretty vulnerable. The fire starter has 3 evasion charges. Well, let's try to take this guy down.
This should be good.
Fortunately, the Locust is a tiny, weak mech under the best of circumstances. Oh, we got a bunch of LRMs. Never mind. I said a bunch, but that was a single 5-pod. It sounded like it was going to be more, you know? It's like I can't get a clean shot on that guy without jumping. I suppose, though, if anybody's going to jump, it can be the Panther.
Got it.
It takes an awful lot to overheat a Panther. We were able to get there last time through sheer force of will.
Confirmed.
It was not easy. Okay, that's an alright result. The fire starter is potentially a threat if it's able to get into flamethrower range, but in order to do that at this point it would have to cross that big geothermal crack, which I'm not certain it's going to be eager to do. Yeah, it's going to try to go around. We have some time. We have some time before we're in any real danger here. This mission is kind of a weird one. With them just like hurling a dozen tiny weak mechs at us.
Armor low.
I'm starting to take a lot of center torso shots. You jump back up here, get myself an awful lot of evasion charges, but not much in the way of cover. Obviously, it's better for them to miss. I think I'm just gonna do this. Should I, like, vigilance, maybe? In guarded? She probably just shouldn't be in front. It's weird that we have a lineup where it's like, yeah, the blackjack should be blocking for everybody. If I jump back, I am going to generate a lot of heat. Boy, it sure would be embarrassing to lose a blackjack in this fight, though. Yeah, alright. We'll only be able to fire the autocannons at this guy then. I really do just want to remove these mechs as quickly as possible. You know what? I'm going to stay in. We'll let the cover do the work.
Get this done.
Now we have our resolve.
Destroyed.
Should have a pretty good turn with the trebuchet
Yes,
here. Or the Jägermech, rather. It's basically a trebuchet.
Yes, I'm there.
Firestarter is becoming a problem with all of its evasiveness. Should I fire at it just... I mean, we could precision strike it. Just generate all of the world's heat, but try to take it out. The thing is, I'm not really worried about this guy.
Taking the shot.
Okay, you don't usually want the damage all spread out like that,
Something good.
and that's a risk that you run when you fire a ton of projectiles at somebody, but we did make it really easy for somebody else to get some real damage in. Ow. Hey, that's my arm. I'm using that. That thing's probably a panther. What do you look like right now? You have no evasion charges left,
Standing
but
by.
still an awful lot of health. Also, we really didn't do that much stability damage there.
Move into position.
But let's see if we can maybe fix that.
Let's see how you like this.
Okay, she cored him. Good enough.
Target eliminated.
All of a sudden, we're shooting really, really well. So we're being inspired by the noble sacrifice of our battle brother. 3 center torso armor. I would really love it if we didn't have a center torso ammo explosion. So I'm going to back this blackjack up next time we have an opportunity to do that thing. I just run at him. I can get pretty good odds on these shots. It's a spider. It's just not very dangerous. Like, we gotta kill it, because it's an enemy mech, but it's not a high priority. Now, unfortunately, they're going to get to do a ton more moves and stuff before I get to move, and they are going to all shoot at the blackjack. Structure exposed. Okay, great. This is the danger of the fighting 12 mechs at once strategy. Okay, really, really, really want to move my mech now, please. Can we maybe stop with the enemy turns? I think this guy's got to be the last one. Okay, so we can still see 5 enemies. There's no reason that the blackjack can't kill one. And then Ricochet could probably kill one as well. I'm going to have the blackjack jump up the hill like I was going to initially, and we're going to have it turn all the way to the side. Right, I want to show my right arm. Yeah, it doesn't really matter, I guess. We'll jump up like this. I can be turned way to the side because I'm going to shoot at the spider. I do not think he is a grave danger or anything, but he is close. And that is bad enough.
All weapons committed.
Okay, well, you know, sucks to miss with 2 weapons in that circumstance, but if you're going to miss with 2, those are the 2.
Receiving you.
So, let's talk about splitting targets
On my way.
using the multi-target function of this mech. So obviously we can't fire everything this turn. I can't believe how many of these damned enemies there are. So those guys are just the same mech. Oh no, they're not. Neither one of them are dangerous though. Alright, we're probably not firing the PPC. I kind of want to fire the PPC actually. What if we tried to go... The autocannon generates very little heat, right? Yeah, 4 heat. We'll turn off the medium laser, because it's not really getting good range anyway. Oh, sorry, I have to actually turn it off. Not just cycle through targets here. Turn off a couple of the missile launchers. I have to turn off, like, almost all of them. In fact, actually all of them. It's pretty much just me shooting at this spider. Well, okay.
Let's go.
Having a remarkably hard time killing it. They are devoted. I'll give them that.
Ready for orders.
So everything over here has a ton of evasion, and we're just not going to be able to kill it. That's a panther, or it's something that has a PPC mounted on it. I think, honestly, shooting this guy is still the most sensible thing. And I gotta keep running back and forth trying to generate evasion charges here. Ooh. Yeah, that's probably fine.
On the move.
We're gonna try to take it easy on the resolve spending here for a minute. Okay, lost vision of that guy.
Taking a shot.
Okay, can we please stop stripping armor off of it and actually, like, finish the section off? He's fleeing. I respect that. I would flee too. Alright, he loses some value as a target now that he has taken his turn, which is probably what he was thinking.
Yes, Commander.
Maybe I can get them to stop shooting at me. Yeah, well, let's move over here. We'll fire into his weak side. I would really, really love to just actually get a finish.
Firing.
Okay, well, that's got to be that leg gone at least, right? No? 9 health, man. Stupid enemies with functional armor. Must you?
Warning. Armor breached. Internal
Yeah,
damage.
apparently we're going to have to fall back to the other side of the ridge. This Locust is going to run far enough forward to also have a shot on the blackjack. Yup. Well, at least they're all hitting the arm now.
Warning. Armor breached.
That's alright.
Internal damage.
Reckless can still do stuff from the other side of the hill, because she at least has sensor lock. That apparently is going to be her role from now on. I don't know what that guy's doing.
Engaging jump jets.
Disengage completely. No more shooting me. Unacceptable. And then we'll just sensor lock this guy.
Sensor lock on target.
Yes, Commander.
Ricochet really needs to be able to take it easy for a turn here. We gotta turn off the big heat generators. How much do I actually have to fire at this guy? We need to hit center with... It would have to be like 6 LRMs or the autocannon. I don't really want to spend any resolve here. Yeah, we'll turn that back on.
Locked on target.
Okay, I was going to say, there's no way I'm going to fire all that and still not break any parts off of it. Remarkably, it is still standing. It did not take enough, it took just barely not enough stability damage to go down, and both of the legs are technically intact.
Good to go.
What a ridiculous
I'm
thing.
receiving you.
Alright, well... Can't quite get into the back arc of that, that Locust down there. But we can do this.
Confirmed.
What I like about this is threatening to flank these guys, so they have to be a little bit more thoughtful about their positioning. And also, maybe we'll get lucky here. This thing really doesn't have a lot of
10-4.
armor. Yep, that's exactly the sort of thing I was talking about when I said get lucky.
Reporting critical hit.
They're starting to run low on meaningful targets now that I've pulled the blackjack out. Gonna take them a while to finish pounding through the Jaegermech's armor.
Commander?
Alright, I at least want to get frontal arc on this thing. And we'll just use the Jaegermech split fire to finish off the spider and also shoot at something else. And hopefully get something done.
Giving him everything I got.
Okay, so he's just a medium laser now.
Hit.
I'm having a remarkably hard time actually finishing anybody off, though. Alright, you. Let's fast forward this a little bit, shall we? Maybe this very slow walk up a slope almost is just, like, spiteful.
Reporting major armor loss.
Okay, it would be good if I didn't let that happen again. Also, it would be great if we could actually kill some of these things just so that the enemy turn would be faster. He has chosen to stand in the geothermal vents, which is a bizarre choice. I guess if you get to have 5 evasion points by moving there. So, let us just sensor lock that guy? Nah, I'll sensor lock this guy. Completely remove his evasion.
Let's do this.
Then we can have the Jaegermech move over here. Pretty bad odds to hit that guy, but pretty good odds to hit everybody else. Yeah, I don't think we need to fire at anyone else, so... PPC does overheat me. How much stuff do I want to fire at the spider? Because it's not everything, right? He has very, very little health left. I'm going to go, like, 15 LRMs and the medium laser? That might seem like overkill, but so did everything else that we fired at him without killing him. Let's just be sure.
Got it.
Alright. I'll tell you what, though, if I had fired any less than that, I bet we would have somehow not gotten it. Okay, there we go. That's the kind of thing I want to see. Just strip off all of his weapon systems in the first volley. Alright, the Panther's probably got to be next. We haven't really had a chance to shoot at it too much yet, but it has presented itself,
Yes, Commander.
and now it shall suffer for its hubris. I was going to try to go around here, but man, that's actually an awful lot of running. PPC's in the right arm, right?
Roger.
I think this is actually exactly where we want to be here.
Targeting for an alpha strike.
Okay. It's got 15 health left there. Should be very fixable. Yeah, I don't know what they're doing just like running into the extra heat generator. Seems like a dangerous thing to do to me.
Receiving you.
Sand Cricket kind of sounds like a pet name, right? It's a weird one, but not so weird that I would be totally shocked to hear somebody use it.
Location confirmed.
You just hear you're talking to one of your friends about their domestic life, and you hear him describe his wife as his little sand cricket. You're gonna be like, huh, alright.
Confirmed.
And we really don't need to be hitting both of the arms. This thing continues to slowly back up the hill. Yeah, they kind of blew everything getting through the Blackjack's armor. I don't think they have what it takes to get through the Jaegermech in the same encounter. They're having the problem now that we were having last time, which is that they've just sort of run out of gas. Although you'd never know it from how long their turn is. Alright, so whose evasion charges do we want to burn? I guess, yeah, either one of these guys. They're kind of both the same. This guy's a little weaker.
On target.
I'm not even really worried about reducing enemy weapons.
Receiving you.
Yeah, I think I'm just going to give this guy everything. So it looks like we burn almost as much heat as we produce on any round where we don't fire the PPC.
Locked on target.
And then every once in a while we get to launch that PPC and do something really cruel to somebody. Okay. Well, they hardly have any weapons left now. And hey, look at that. We got a knockdown through sheer stability damage. That's a pretty good way to actually incapacitate enemy pilots. Also, targets that are knocked down are much, much easier to kill. It's a strategy I relied on extensively during our first campaign, and it's exactly the kind of reason that they had to rebalance how stability damage works entirely.
Ready for orders.
So everybody's kind of hard to hit, annoyingly hard to hit. We want to keep our right arm cradled for the moment. Am I gonna finish off the Firestar or the Panther, or do I I don't even think I care about that Panther anymore. Do you want to finish this guy too? And it would be cool to kill somebody before they get a turn here. We do not have enough resolve to spend precision strike while still maintaining inspiration. So I think I'll just fire. Alright, leg down, that's something. We'll at least get to fire Centurion's weapons at him before he can get his turn. Close enough to use the machine guns.
Armor breach. Internal damage.
So we have weapons systems. I did not. I was trying to right-click on my mech, and the button popped up right underneath my cursor. And for some reason, right-click works the same as left-click on that button. What I was trying to do was see how his weapon systems are distributed, because I don't actually know what we're keeping in here. LRM ammo, his PPC, and we'd lose the buffed up AC2 if we don't do something. Alright.
Commander?
Well, I'm just very annoyed that that worked that way. Let's try to prevent this thing getting up and taking a turn, I suppose. Since we apparently can't do that with this guy. Although, we could probably just finish this guy off. And I'm really not... Yeah, I'm not that worried about the other one. Okay, there we go.
Enemy eliminated.
Finally, one mech down. At this point, we probably could just jump back up, but... I'm a little worried that I would do that, and then we would have something dumb happen with the ammo, and... Let's just keep playing it safe here. We don't need to lose another major mech. I guess the geothermals don't really matter that much if you barely fire any weapons.
I'm showing minor damage.
Yes, Commander.
They're wising up here. They're trying to get a little close to me. Well... If I was going to do something like this, I'd want to be in a position where I can turn my left side to them. No, wait. My left side is the damage side. Sorry, I want to turn my right side to them. So this is actually good. I want to be turned just enough to be able to actually still shoot. Alright. Multi-target, you and you. We should probably go... This stuff on the B target. Wait, LRM's on A. Because they're both pretty weak. There's a non-zero chance this gets me a couple of kills.
Confirmed.
Alright, one down. Oh, probably overdid it very slightly there. Pilot incapacitated. Oof. That's a rough...
Some heavy damage.
It's a rough outcome for him. So, that's why I was worried about an ammo explosion. Oh, I thought for sure he was getting in that front arc so that he could
Waiting for orders.
break my stuff. Alright, well, we may as well precision strike this guy. I don't think we've hit him at all yet. Ha! Alright, every once in a while, the weapon systems work exactly the way you would like them to.
Destroyed. What's up, boss? Position confirmed.
Something tells me we're going to be okay here.
All weapons are go.
Does he have 14 structure left? Is that what I saw? Yeah, okay.
Sensor lock on target.
That's not even really helping.
Waiting for orders.
You know, we didn't need to do that. So I don't really want to jump. I suppose I could just fire at him from right here. Kind of hoping to get a little bit further back. But whatever, you know what? I'll dump all the missiles and everything into him at these percentages. In fact, we'll just precision strike him. Alright, that ought to do that. I can't imagine him surviving this. Yeah, that was a whole lot of enemies.
That's a kill.
And not even really 2 lances. That was pretty much just one 8 mech lance there.
Mission.
I'm pretty annoyed at how much damage the Blackjack took, because the last thing I want is for us to just be sitting here waiting for repairs again, but I think that's where we're ending up. You know what? Nope, no, I was about to say, you know what? It's not even that bad, but yeah, there it is. That's where it's bad. Well, we could try to build ourselves a new Jenner. Don't really want any of the rest of this crap. Yeah, none of this stuff is any good. So, do we take a piece of Firestarter or do we take a piece of Jenner? I don't think I've ever used a Firestarter. Yeah, alright. Let's try that. Give us the Jenner piece anyway. Also, 1 whole machine gun. Now, to be honest with you, kind of disappointed by everything about that mission. But hey, we got more pirate rep. One of these days, they're going to trust us. Kind of a weird thing we're doing when you really think about it. Just like doing our best to work exclusively for the local pirate organization. Alright, let's have a look at repair times. Alright, the Jaeger mech, of course, is a completely trivial repair. Oh, okay, that's not too bad. 2 days. Let's move the Vindicator refit all the way down. Actually, you know what? Cancel that Blackjack repair. Let me have a look at this thing. What if I moved the ammo? Let's repair all and move the AC-5 ammo to one of the sides. 3 days. Okay. Absolutely acceptable.
Logged and noted.
Except... Hold on. Do we have 2 ammo bins? Because I was going to try to get another ammo bin in there, right? I would cut... We could cut, Nope, I just have the 1 ammo bin, actually. Alright, can I get another one? Do they have one in the store here? Ooh. That's compelling. We do have another AC-5 ammo bin.
New equipment available.
We also have an LRM 20++ pod. Extra crit chance and extra stability damage. We must buy this. That's very expensive. This is the price of this is more than we're going to spend in an entire month on our entire organization. But man, that's a nice missile launcher. And here we have an LRM-5 double plus damage pod. Pretty bad, honestly. It's almost as much damage as an LRM-10. Alright, we're going to buy this, though.
New weapon systems available.
So once again, we can't pay our bills. Listen, it's going to be fine. Hey, you know what I don't actually know is, do we have any spare mechs? Are we close? Okay, we have an extra locust and an extra spider. Or rather, we have a locust and a spider. I could sell them to make money if we get really desperate. We almost have another spider finished, and we have part of another locust going. We do want to keep one representative of each type, right? 1,273 points for each unique mech, each unique chassis. And an extra 10,000 points for every weight class we get all of. I'm not actually sure what is meant by chassis here. Unique chassis, like, is the Locust 1M and the Locust 1S, are these both unique, or is it just one Locust of any type? I'm assuming it means one Locust of any type scores. Okay. So, we could split the ammo bins like that. I could take out, like, the jump jets, maybe? This thing having good jump jets has been really good to us, though. I could cut the medium lasers. I could cut one medium laser, because we can't fire them both all the time anyway. I feel better about that, actually. Pair all. So, the question is, do we want to put them on each side so that if one side gets blown off, the other side still has ammo? Or do we want to stack them up on one side to lower the risk of an ammo explosion entirely? I think the answer is I want to split them so that the arms have a chance to maintain their ammo even if we lose one of them. But I think we want to put them in the torso section so that if we lose one of the autocannons because we lose an arm, the other autocannon still has the big ammo pool to draw from. So that's a 4-day job.
Right. I'll get it in the schedule.
Probably worth doing, though. So we could just, well, we still got to figure out the hatchet man, that's right. So we actually do just have to wait 5 days. I'm down to do another mission this episode. I really like BattleTech. I'm having a lot of fun here. So I guess we're just going to wait our 5 days. We're burning time here. Still got a lot of time left, but burning time. Yeah, we should just do this. So there's a couple more jobs here that pay pretty well.
It's just about gone, Commander.
I do feel like he doesn't need to contact me quite so often to say that. I can see the numbers too. Alright, let's give this a shot. Had a few associates go missing recently. Just wipe out this Capellan black site. Also, this means we get to do more jobs against the Capellans, which is good for us. We probably don't need to take any more than 1/7 on the salvage, and that means we get 410k. I feel pretty good about that. Oh, you know what we should do, actually, before we do anything else, is spend XP. We got a bunch of XP banked.
Yes, Commander.
So I was taking her up to Ace Pilot. I think that's still the right direction. +1 max evasion is handy.
Training complete.
Waiting for orders.
Razor, I don't have any idea what I was doing with you. You're probably not on the job anyway, so hold on. You were headed toward Breaching Shot, which we are still not super close to getting.
Mech warrior training complete.
Yes, Commander.
You were also headed toward Breaching Shot, I think, so I guess we're just holding off on
I'm
you.
receiving you. Good to go.
Sand Cricket can pick up Sensor Lock. It's really, really nice to have 2 people with Sensor Lock. And then, honestly, probably just some points of gunnery.
Training confirmed, Commander.
Alright, let's get in here then. I'm hoping that the mission we just did is going to prove to be the most difficult one of these. I could really, really use some easy wins. Alright, so Do we want the person with sensor lock to be piloting the Panther? The Jaegermech person definitely wants to not have sensor lock. We want other people sensor locking for the Jaegermech. Question is just, is it Commando or Panther? And I think we maybe want to swap these around now. Because I want... Yeah, I want the Panther to be able to take advantage of a sensor lock, you know, using the PPC to fire outside of normal vision range, potentially. Alright, I feel pretty comfortable with that. I'm happy with that Jaegermech. It's not built optimally, but it's still providing us with a pretty powerful thing. It's a good increase in our overall killing ability. We will find that it is considerably easier to get knockdowns if we get some more autocannons going in the crew. Autocannons do a pretty significant amount of stability damage, but I've had a hard time finding good ones so far. Also, not really that many mechs get to, what do you call it? Not really that many mechs get to mount autocannons, which I always find disappointing. Not to say that the other weapons aren't fun to use, but something about the autocannon really appeals to me.
Command interface initiated.
Alright, this is an automated warning. We're going to be fired on. They seem really serious. Maybe we should... Nah, I'm kidding. Let's wreck some stuff. That's what I was going to say. Samira, you used to be cool. Okay, thank you, Ricochet. Ricochet has confirmed we landed on the planet. So, we're going to be able to fight from a pretty safe distance here. We have to jump over this little forest.
Heading out.
Yeah, they'll probably have point defenses, but we won't have to worry about them because between sensor lock and the LRMs and stuff, we'll be able to destroy them from outside of their range.
Affirmative. Sensors have something.
Okay, that's got to be a mech. No way a vehicle got down there. Oh, I'm trying to tell you to run next to him. There we go.
Moving out.
Okay, well, there's all the rest of everyone. I suppose it's good to know their positions, but I'm really not happy to see that many contacts. I'm just going to let them come to me. We're all pretty hard to hit right now. Let's take advantage of that. Apparently they're not going to actually get in range at all. Well, it gives us a moment to destroy that turret, I suppose.
Receiving you.
What do I care more about? The turret's going to be easy to take out, because it won't have any evasion or anything. And it is a sniper autocannon. Yeah, that would be annoying to be shot by. So an AC-5 is effective at almost the range of an AC-2, but also it has the benefit of doing a whole lot more damage. We're going to end up with, like... We're going to end up with very, very poor evasion, though, if I'm not careful. Alright, and with 30 rounds, we can actually fire pretty much with reckless abandon.
Engaging target. Target destroyed.
They should definitely have tried harder to approach me, because the covering fire from that thing would have been really useful for them. So the bad news is, I cannot apply another sensor lock, but I suppose I can just run forward and do this. Let's get some vision for the Jaegermech. So what have we here? It is a Panther and also a Panther. They are the same, yep, exact same model. Okay, well, this guy has cover, while this guy merely has guarded. So I guess you are the target.
All right.
The other guy has cover and guarded, which would not be super fun to fire into.
Waiting for orders.
Alright, I want to keep trying to be evasive. No, I should probably try to hit this guy from his right arc, though, if I can. Apparently that... Oh, yeah, that's an indirect shot. There we go. That's the one.
Position
Still get
confirmed.
two ranks of evasion and everything. Alright, what if I just didn't have to deal with this guy anymore at all?
Acknowledged.
Come on, hit that PPC out. Nope. Failed. There is somewhere over there still a turret active. Jesus, that's a lot of missiles. Well, we're probably not going to be able to do anything about that one. It's probably like on the back side of the base.
Waiting for orders. Orders?
PPC and SRM, or... We gotta try to finish this guy off. Not finish him off, but, you know, get rid of the PPC before he can fire it. $14 or $6.
Good to go.
So it would be best to go for this one if we can get in range for the SRMs to actually have a chance to hit. That's a little risky. Kind of projecting my commando there. Maybe we're better off doing this with the Panther. Yeah, you know, the Panther has an SRM-4. Also, the Panther apparently can't shoot him from anywhere. Well, we can just jump for it. 5 ranks of evasion. Puts me in optimal range. Yeah, let's do that. I, too, have a Panther. Okay. That could be that turret. Weird that it's just sitting in the middle of the base, though. Great. Missed entirely with the PPC. Well, alright, so he gets to use his then. Then, we're not going to be able to disable this guy's before he can fire too.
Waiting for orders.
So do I want Sand Cricket to just like run over here and try to scope that turret out instead is the question. Because we could reveal it and then pretty easily kill it with the Blackjack. Obviously, it's important to deal with the enemy max, but I also don't need to be taking 60 LRMs every turn.
On the move.
Yeah, I'm going to run forward and just sensor lock this thing. No, I'm not. My sensors are short range for some reason. Well, in that case, I'm going to shoot this guy. That doesn't seem very good. Yeah, I think I'm still going to do it, though. No, I guess let's just focus up.
Roger.
It's always tempting to shoot at people who haven't had their turn yet in the hopes of weakening their turn. But we should probably try to focus people down. Also, that was a pretty good outcome. A Panther is remarkably tough for its weight class. How bad is that? It's not so bad.
Armor blow through. Internal damage.
Okay, we didn't actually get vision of it, but it might be a commando?
Slight damage. Holding firm.
Whatever, we'll be fine. Okay, Reckless, unfortunately, cannot get a shot on the correct side arc of this guy, but we can at least go full front. Very little evasion. We should be able to... Nope, never mind. That's actually a really bad hit chance. Oh, we are suffering some refire modifiers. You know, recoil. Well, we could use a precision strike here. I would love to knock that that arm off too. If I hit with both of the AC or both the autocannons, it won't even do it, right? So I need it for 90. Yeah, but we could really weaken him up.
All weapons committed.
Hey, I didn't hit him at all in the place I aimed. We did hit the arm at least.
How's it going?
Can I get the Jaeger mech into his right arc? I cannot. Well, we should try to get, yeah, as many evasion charges as possible here, obviously.
Roger.
See if we can dispose of this guy's PPC before he can fire it.
Acknowledged.
Alright, good shooting. Solid start. Okay, we exposed the arm. Something.
I've been sensor locked.
So there are 2 turrets. Because they can't sensor lock and fire. So that was a sensor lock from one turret and fire from another.
That could have been worse.
Could have been worse. Still not great.
I'm receiving you.
I need to get some evasion. Ooh, I do not want to show my back armor if I can avoid it. That's a little better. And it keeps the arm that has the PPC in it away from the enemies.
All right.
Really, really love it if we could finish this guy's gun arm off.
Affirmative.
There's 20 health in the arm, and then we did blow through the armor on that side as well. So we're close. We're very close to getting done the thing that we really need to get done.
Yeah, Commander.
We gotta protect your right leg, if possible. It'll be a little awkward, because turning my left side to this guy this way means showing my back to the enemy. And that is probably not a smart thing to do. You know, it's going to be hard for them to fire into the back arc this way. This will probably be fine. Although, actually, I would really like to be able to fire more than one of my lasers. We're so close to picking off his sting here. Yes, I had to show my back to that guy. Maybe this is okay. Yeah, I'll be alright. Come on, give me that hit. Nope. Managed to strip the armor off the other side of his torso. Oh hey, that's a Jenner. Yep, what a time for that to show up. I gotta say, that's some restraint, holding back a mech that is so much faster than the rest of their mechs until the appropriate tactical situation for it arose.
That shot got past my armor.
Alright, well, the commando's got to get out of there because we do not want to lose Sand Cricket. And we still have to... Yeah, we still have to focus on this guy because we can still prevent that PPC from firing. I think I'm just going to go at him with everything here.
All weapons committed.
Wow, we're doing a really good job of hitting every part of him except for the important parts.
Enemy mech. Critical damage detected.
That probably... Yeah, okay, good. I was going to say, that probably got a knockdown, which will mean that we can take another swing at him, potentially, with the... Nope. Because he's going to get to go first in this phase. Well, crap. He's in rough shape, though.
Stability lost. I'm going down.
Not too rough to take his turn first.
I'm hit.
And then he's going to go on 4 next turn and just do it again and kill her. So he still has to go down. I hate this. I hate the Jenner. Man, what am I going to do? I guess what I'm going to do is back way up. Get some evasion charges here. Nope, never mind. That's not what I'm going to do. I'm going to go forward. Because I want enemies to shoot at me instead of the downed back. For real. Die. There we go. The only part of him that's still active is the part the PPC's hanging off of. Called shot head. That's just spiteful.
They've blown past my armor.
Yeah, I'd love to do something about it.
I'm here.
Okay, what are we going to do about it? We're going to precision shot the Jenner. Then that's going to let the other Panther go. And also this command. Okay, we actually can't save her. She's just dead. Almost certainly. We still have to precision shot the Jenner. That's our best chance of saving her, and also screw this thing. But, this is bad. It's rough for them to get to take this many turns in a row. What, she got knocked down like 7 of their turns ago, and she's not going to be able to get up for another 2 of their turns.
Roger that. Target confirmed.
Okay. Good shot to the center. So he acts later. Boy, didn't see that coming. That's a move. That's the thing you are technically allowed to do. Commando, please don't kill her. Please don't kill her. He's killed her.
Damn it!
Nope. He has failed to kill her. He has wounded her very badly.
What's up, boss?
You have to get up and flee, or the Jenner is going to kill you. Actually, you probably have to eject. Yeah, you have to eject, or the Jenner is going to kill you.
I'm punching out.
I always feel a little weird about ejecting when they're laying down, because you imagine the ejector seat going straight up out of the top of the mech, right? So if they're laying down, you imagine the seat just kind of skidding along the forest floor. Alright, I think I'm going to melee here. And the reason I'm going to do that, or maybe I'm not, the reason I want to do that is to remove the guarded state. Because right now it's guarded and it has cover, and that's a problem. But we can melee it, oh, and it has bulwark. We can melee it and just remove all that nonsense and also strip an evasion charge that way, and then shoot at it. But maybe what I want to do actually is melee it with the Jaeger mech, so the Jaeger mech can lose some heat. And then, you know, reserve this mech, melee the Jenner with the Jaeger mech, and then have this mech just wallop it. Also, the Jaeger mech actually punches pretty hard. Let's do that from this angle.
On the move.
The Jaeger mech could just punch clean through it, actually. Come on, center. Alright, Ricochet knows what he's doing. He's pretty alright at his job. And that almost completely reset his heat. That's lovely. Alright, let's talk about this Panther. So that's got an SRM-4 on it. The Commando is... Oh, that's a Commando... That's a Missile Commando. That's a little bit different than what I thought we were dealing with. Let's jump over into your rear arc and just kind of blast you, right? Apparently I can't go rear arc and also cover. Oh no, never mind. Here we go. Found it. Pretty bad odds for the shot. Whatever, I'll precision strike this. I'm comfortable with that. Yep, just go center.
All weapons committed.
Pretty alright. Okay, so now there's only one enemy mech up. We do still have 2 missile turrets to worry about. Or sorry, we have two turrets to worry about. One of which is loaded down with LRMs. So the one in the base is the LRM turret. That one's the one that's just sensor locking us over and over again. Probably a sniper turret is my guess.
I'm here.
Well, it seems like we should probably... We could just throw a punch. We can punch his right side. I guess that shows my back to the missiles. And it's not going to be lethal no matter what we do. So I should probably, actually, probably smarter to just back up and take the shot. Looks like I can't generate 2 evasion and also hit him. Yeah, everywhere I go, I can only get 1.
Copy that.
Alright, well, he's not exactly terrifying. Probably don't need to stress too much about this. I don't know if I'd get into melee range of him right now, seeing what he just did to that Jenner.
Reporting heavy damage.
I mean, I could just punch back, right? What do I want to do with you? Do I want to fire here? I kind of want to just move forward and try to get a sensor lock, but I suppose we should deal with this enemy first.
All weapons committed.
Kill confirmed, Commander.
It is really nice to be able to fire the autocannons a little bit more indiscriminately.
Destroyed.
The extra ammo bin is very helpful.
Standing
Can
by.
we get anywhere near vision? No, we cannot. So that being the case, I think we probably just brace right here. I'm gonna move forward a little bit and brace
Affirmative.
in front of the Panther. I don't think this is actually gonna matter because indirect fire. But I don't know, maybe we can still make the shot harder.
Hit them hard.
Okay, apparently they don't have anything at all. Well, let's reserve you. Have Reckless get over here and try to get us a sensor lock.
Sensor lock on target.
Alright, what are we looking at here? 97 health, 2 LRM-10s. Is that really all that was? Oh,
Waiting orders. Move order received.
may as well take the shot. Doesn't really cost us very much to fire a PPC out of a Panther.
Affirmative.
Good to go. Move order received.
This is definitely way too much damage. It has 47 health left, so we need to fire like 10 LRMs into it, but I'll give it twice that just in case. We generate no heat at all. I guess I can also fire the autocannon. Man, this mech is pretty heat efficient when it's not using any of its laser weaponry.
Target acquired.
You would think with all that there might be some, you know, collateral damage to the nearby buildings. No such luck. Alright, we're going to do the same thing with this other turret because I am taking it real safe from here on.
Sensor lock on target.
A shredder turret. Pair of SRM-6s. Okay,
Yes, Commander.
that's kind of a dangerous thing.
Coordinates received.
Once again, we're headed for pretty significant overkill here. Actually, I'm just going to have her shoot a building.
Roger.
It's going to be a better use of her time.
Enemy structure is weakening.
Yes, thank you, Darius. You know, the data you're using to tell me that is just the visual sensors of the mechs down here. I can also see that. Absolute certainty. Alright, something tells me we're not going to get any good salvage out of this at all. I don't think we saw a single piece of gear that I actually care about. We can maybe scrap together some backup PPCs. Yes, we could take the we could take a piece of that Jenner. Build ourselves a new Jenner.
All right.
At this point, they could probably just give it to me.
This.
I'm like relatively certain that we're not going to be facing any more enemies here. medium buildings have slightly less health. Now maybe we can use Ricochet's multi-target to just finish them both off. Oh, there actually is another turret over there.
Let's do this.
Remarkable. Probably don't fire this thing. Let's go this and this and this. Okay.
Taking the shot.
I think that's going to be enough to get both of them, I believe. Okay, can we finally get off of this hell world?
Get your lance to the LZ, Commander. I'm coming in hot.
We could do that, or I think the mission will just end if we kill the other turret. If there are no enemy units left on the map, the mission usually just ends. So I'm going to do that. Okay, it's just another shredder. I was kind of hoping it would be a turret that had a bunch of LRM bays in it. So let's see, this is 25 rockets. That's actually maybe not enough. There we go.
Roger.
Let's get direct line of sight and give it everything we can. Everything we can without overheating, that is. Okay, turns out to be quite a lot. You know, this Jaeger mech packs a little bit of a punch.
Mission.
Man, I'm happy we got this thing. That was a serious stroke of luck. Alright, so the commando is out of commission for a long time. Sand Cricket out of commission for even longer. We lost a medium laser and an SRM ammo bin, so nothing of value. And here, I think we're just taking the Jenner. We could take the extra PPC, but I think we already have more PPCs than we're using. Yeah, we'll just wrap up the Jenner. At the very least, we need one for our type bonus. Obviously, I want to outfit this thing to blow people up, but we have to find the mech bay time for that first. Let's see how long until we have an operational squad again. 16 days on the Vindicator. The Commando getting refitted. If I just put right back in the stuff that it had in it. SRM ammo somewhere. That didn't even go in for some reason. There we go. And a medium laser in the arm. 9 days. Man, that's crummy. Yeah, that sucks. That's a lot. That's a lot of time. Hold on a second. Yeah, we only have 3 actual functional mechs right now. I really want to be running Blackjack, Jaeger mech, Vindicator, and something. But man, we've been burning a lot of time on repairs lately. That's not the button I wanted. We have to get our mech bay up to speed here. This is a 450,000 credit upgrade that gives 2 tech points. This is the same thing, but considerably... Okay, it's a lot cheaper in terms of cash, but it's twice as many days. So I kind of want this to be our next priority. Which means that... we need to get another job done. I mean, we could start this. We're going to be cutting it a little close. We have 16 days. Yeah, we're going to have to put off the completion of the Vindicator because it's done after the financial report. Well, actually, you know what? if we do this this other Argo upgrade, then the Vindicator will be done in like 13 days instead. Ah, that's rough though. No, it's gonna be closer to 15 days. I can't do math. Yeah, we're gonna have to fix up the commando and run the squad like that. We can try to fit weapons into the Hatchet Man or the Jenner, but you've seen how long that takes. There's no way we're gonna get that done as quickly. Alright, well, I'll figure out what the optimal build out for this commando is. We'll probably want to make some changes to it while we're refitting it. For now, that's going to be it for us for today. Thank you all so much for watching. Come back next time when we continue the long, long process of recovery. And we'll see you then.